Greetings and salutations, May. Wizard79 here with another episode of Skyrim. So, as you can see, I went and got myself another dragon mask, if you will. This one here grants me 20% less magicka to cast Conjuration, Illusion, and Alteration spells. Two of my favorite spells types. So, yeah, that is a 2-for-1 deal, if you ask me. I also managed to get the second word in Fire Breath. Super cool. I also unlocked all the words of Frost Breath. I also got Storm Call, which I will be using against Alduin in a few minutes. So in our last episode, we went to Skyhaven Temple. Learned at Alduin's Wall that there was a word of power. A shout that would allow us to fight Alduin on a fairer battlefield, essentially having him on the ground and all that, robbing him of his greatest asset. Problem is, though, the wall didn't tell us anything. It was way too abstract. So we came up here to High Rothgard to ask the Greybeards. The Greybeards, Agnir, anyway, refused to assist us because he felt that we were straying from our path, until basically he was told by one of his own colleagues that that is not his position. So he sent us up here to go talk to Parthenax, their Grand Master, to see if he knows anything about the shout. And, well, we're gonna find out right now, because here's Parthenax.
Drem Yolok, greetings, Wundunik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
So he's about to teach us the third and final word of Fire Breath.
The word calls you. Go to it. A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
And now he imparts his wisdom onto us. Again, well, at least with him it makes sense. He's a dragon.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me, not as elf, but as Dova.
Yol, Roshul!
Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
Now he is going to assume the position that he will assume for the rest of the game. He will not move to the spot.
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me, Bahlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? You have much to learn of the Dove, then. There is nothing else but philosophy to a Dova. It is no accident that we do battle with our Thum, our voices. There is no distinction between debate and combat to a dragon. Tinvak Losgra. For us, it is one and the same. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World? True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknuznikron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid Krent, Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll, back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll, Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Okay. So, I know I said that he's pretty much, that he was just gonna stay here the rest of the game, but, well, by the rest of the game, I mean, like, pretty much after we fight Alduin. Right now, he's just assuming his position to fight Alduin. To be honest, it's actually really good that I'm fighting in the daytime, because you can actually, like, you know, you can just see the Time Wound for what it is. At night, it's sort of visible, but not as profound as this. But anyway, now it is time for the best cutscene in all of the Elder Scrolls game. First, let me just do a physical save. There we go. Alright, and now, for what has been almost an eternity, let us open this Pandora's box.
Gormley! I'm running out of time. The battle...
The Arsunthur say Alduin agree. Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Skyrim!
Know that Stormlight sent you down to death! Hakon! A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We've blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golthor, Sori, Birker.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Meye, Tarodis, Ani, Him Hind Paliv, Zuu Hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Nivarin Jur, what have you done? What twisted words have you created? Tarodis Parthenos, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, you will die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power when I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel fear for the first time, Worm. I see it in your eye. Skyrim will be free!
Go, damn you! It's no use. Use the scroll, Keldir. Now!
Hold Alduin on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater! By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out! You are banished! We shout you out from all our endings unto the last!
Nikri.
You are banished!
It worked. We did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Aloki Nakib Silesur. My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde. Lost Funt, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, you have Dragon if you know it.
So, that was a great cutscene, wasn't it? I love it. I literally sometimes just replay the game just to get to that moment. It is my favorite. Oh, right, it's not my favorites. Anyway, finally, the one shout that just, oh man, I've been waiting so long for.
My power has waxed, while yours has... Are you prepared for your
Jur? Zakrul!
Got it.
Just you'll perish with your mortal friends. Unshat Hogoran, never again. Mar, use Dragon Red Dovahkiin. Prepared for your death.
Lord? Lord!
Balo. Nakib Sileshur.
Oh boy. Fortunately, can't really do much damage to him when he's up there. Whoa! Damn it. Here we go. This is the meteor shower one. Whoa! Yeah, this one. Hey, let me just... There.
Zafrul!
Damn you. I missed. Whoa.
Use Dragon Rend to overkill.
I would, but it's hard to hit the bastard. Alright, a few more seconds. Alright.
You are
Zafrul!
double.
Alright, where's... Got that. Use this one next. Oh, I got Parthenax too. Come on, land already.
You are no
Taste my food.
person while you're grounded.
Never mind. That's it.
Maze Mul Dovahkiin, you have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malaka Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else.
He's not kidding.
You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
And now he runs like a little bitch back to Sovngarde to restore his power. Damn bastard. The souls of the dead are not yours. Use as you see fit. Anyway. Yep, now he's gonna go back over there. Sorry though, Parthenax, I didn't mean to hit you too with Dragon Rend.
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongra victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pahlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him. Yes, one of his allies could tell us, Matmahus, but it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes. This was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkosayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master: Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Yeah, so by meditating on one of the... You can change whichever word you want at any time. Yol will increase your fire damage. Fus increases, like, your, like your unrelenting force, more or less. I forget what Faim does. I think that's the one I'll probably pick, just because I don't really need much in increasing my fire damage, but let's see what Faim does.
Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit, Unslad Zi. Where mortal flesh may wither and die, the spirit endures. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you, Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength.
Alright, and that's...
Sum Ark Mora.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can just come up here from now on and ask him to, help you meditate on a word. So what we got right now was, let's see, where is it? It's like a, I think it's like a power. Or not. A spell or something? It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be like an effect. One sec. Alright, those are all my favorites. That doesn't count. Alright, so it's not that. It's not an illusion. It's obviously not destruction. Become ethereal. That's weird. Right. This is weird. It just said eternal spirit was...
Dremyo, which calls to you, in your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your Sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Sum arc mora.
Alright, fire within added. Oh, here it is. So, Fire Breath Shout deals 25 more damage. Oh, hang on. It's probably because I don't have this shout. That's probably why Fime doesn't do anything. Because each one sort of affects a shout, as I've stated.
Speak, which calls to you. Faith, ponder. That is fine. Let that meaning.
Alright, so Eternal Spirit is added. Huh.
You, Sum Arc Mora, you will find speak which calls to you in your that. Think of this as the fire builds in your Sum,
Thank
in your
you.
breath. Sum Arc Mora. What will you
Alright, good. Alright then, so now we have to go and talk to the Jarl.
will you spare?
Anyway, so now we must go and talk to the Jarl of Whiterun and essentially see if he's willing to cooperate with our endeavor. We still have a few minutes, so let's go do that real quick. And then we'll probably call it, because now, spoilers, he's not going to help. Not while the war is going on. He wants to help us. He sees, you know, he sees no reason why not to help us, especially since it's, what do you call it? You know, since we've helped him so much as it is. But, yeah, you know, because...
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell?
I'm just going to take this off because I want to talk to him face to face. Yeah, bloody fridge. What time? 8 p.m. Alright, he's eating right now. Or he's in his bed chambers. God damn it. One sec. I mean, I can go in there and all that, but, I mean... Call me a stickler for proper protocol. What? Did I pass him? Probably did. Oh, there he is.
What is it that you need? I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. Of course. You already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry. then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain.
Okay, you know, we can just talk to him and blah
Now,
this,
if
blah
you
that.
don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
So, alright, and with that, now we are ready to begin, to be honest, this little quest here that we're gonna be doing, you know, as it's called, A Season Unending, it's an old Nord proverb. Agnir will explain it, when we go talk to him, but yeah, essentially, when we go and do that, the funny thing is that this part of the quest line is actually completely optional. You really don't have to do this. If you decide to take part in the Civil War before you start this thing, and, you know, actually decide a winner, like either General Tullius or Ulfric, then this part of the quest won't happen. You just basically talk to him, and, you know, he'll go like, oh, okay, the war is not happening, so I'm more than willing to help you. I've never done it that way, just because, well... I feel that it just makes more sense to do the peace talks thing, and you actually see a very interesting dynamic that you normally don't see in these situations. You know, both sides actually come to the table, and, well, at the end of the day, you basically are deciding whether, like, you know, what territories people are going to be holding while this truce is underway. Like, General Tullius, he wants General Tullius, he wants the Rift, while Ulfric wants Markov. You can trade for those two major holds, or you can trade for minor holds. You know, it's completely up to you. It's
absurd that you can't cook good sweet rolls in the skeever hole of a city.
Well then, quite a mouth on that one, eh? Anyway, but yeah. Of course, that'll be it for the next video, but until that time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79, bidding you all adieu.